Hi, it's Dax Murphy. Today I just want to ask, does alcohol, smoking, drugs, does that type of stuff actually make you feel better? If you think about it, this is something we don't talk about enough. So many people drink, smoke, take drugs because it feels good. And people want to feel good. The, the thought process is then that I don't feel very good. I'll have a couple of drinks or smoke a cigarette or whatever it is you're into, and I'll feel a bit better. But why do we feel shit in the first place? So many of us are used to feeling crap in our lives, accepting and resigning that life must be rubbish, that's just how life is. Why do we have this type of outlook? Why do we have this type of culture? One where we are meant to feel crappy most of the time, where we are meant to feel depressed most of the time, where we are meant to work hard and graft, and if you're not working hard enough and you're not grafting enough, then you're not good enough. This idea runs through our culture, but it impacts us at a personal and individual level. And it doesn't need to be this way. We can change how it impacts us. If you can summon strength and say, I am entitled to be happy. And I'm not talking about pleasure. These pleasures short term, pleasures shallow, and pleasure rarely brings you happiness. So pleasure is buying stuff, drinking, smoking, etc. What I'm talking about. And I understand why we seek these things. And I personally used to be completely hooked on drinking and smoking and eating badly. I understand that it's pleasurable. I did it so much, in fact, so much pleasure, that I nearly killed myself with that stuff. I weighed 50 pounds more than I do now. I was on track for a heart attack. I had loads of stress, loads of pain in my life, and I was just filling it with this short-term pleasure, but it never made me happy. Happiness lies beyond the superficial, beyond the pleasure. This is significant because you feel that too. You know there is something more that can be more. Happiness, fulfillment is that more. This comes from fighting your demons, releasing joy, and giving the contribution to the world that you were on this planet for. If you want to be more, to become more, to be happy, then get some help, get some advice, sign up to my academy. We should never embrace pain. When we receive pain, we are forced to change and adapt our behaviour. We have to develop and improve our behaviour to remove and avoid that repeating pain that caused us the suffering in the first place. And this is because we all want to avoid pain. In fact, our desire is so great that when we do face pain, we learn really quickly in order to eliminate and remove it. So when we think about it, pain is the most likely and quickest, most effective way to learn. The common used example is, if a child touches a hot pan on a stove, and if you've ever done that as a child, you learn really quickly that you'll never ever touch that hot pan again, and you adapt your behaviour immediately. So in theory, we should use pain as a catalyst in our own personal development. After all, it is the quickest and most effective way to learn something new. The problem with this theory, though, is that nobody really wants to embrace pain. We're trying to avoid it. In fact, most of us are so concerned about avoiding pain that we'll do anything to get away from that. So much so that we'll stop us attempting anything ambitious. Even if the reward of success could be really high and dramatic, even if there's a slight chance of potential pain, most people will simply just not act. They will not take the chance just in case they feel the pain. Thus, we miss what could have been pain. But more tellingly, we miss what could have been reward, pleasure, and fulfillment. And this limits us. This reduces our capacity to learn. This lessens our ability to be successful. If you want to be successful, if you must be successful, then you must change your relationship with pain. You must understand and believe the following. Number one, potential pain is not pain. I'm going to say that again. Potential pain is not pain. The act of doing something new or challenging will always come with risk, because nothing in life is 100% guaranteed. There is always some potential pain. Success is not a certainty, but neither is failure. Both are simply potential, and potential is something that is not realized yet. So don't let potential pain stop you doing anything. This means you're effectively trying to avoid something that is in your imagination rather than something that is tangible and real. Never let your imagination and scary stories you tell yourself stop you from becoming a success. Number two, pain does need to be learnt from. So when it does come, it is an opportunity. You're going to get some pain in your life. Whether you go for your dreams or not, whether you go for the big goals or not, that's life. And the quicker that you can recognize why you received the pain, the quicker you can remove it, and the more effective you will be in adapting your behavior in the future. As I said before, pain is the quickest way to learn. So when it does cross your path, and it's going to cross your path, and it's inevitable, the smartest thing to do is just learn as much as you can, rather than just trying to get away from it. Learn as much as you can about why that happened, and you just think about it and understand, why did this happen very specifically. The more specific you are, the greater your learning and growth will be. So if something bad happens, or if something challenging happens, you feel that pain, what do I specifically need to adapt to improve the situation? Then do it, monitor the result. And that's how you learn. Pain is going to play a part in your life no matter what. And it's a powerful learning tool. So it's going to be here no matter what you do, and it's a powerful learning tool. So we may as well use it. Don't let potential pain stop you going for your goals and your dreams. Potential pain is not pain. You learn nothing from potential pain. You just avoid. And when pain does cross your path, and it's inevitable that it's going to, you've got to have to learn from it. Learn as much as you can. And you'll come out the other side of that pain a more developed, capable, and successful person. You can change your life with pain. You can change anything you want in your life. And you don't have to substitute fulfillment, success, and joy with short-term pleasure of smoking, drinking, and drugs.
Hi, it's Dax Murphy, and if you are only going to buy one leadership book this year, then I suggest you wait till later on this year. Gareth Southgate's probably going to be releasing one. I suspect that that's going to be a cracker. However, if you've got money for 2 management books in this whole year, then look no further than The Enlightened Leader, New Leadership for an Uncertain World. Our business world, our followers have changed over the years. Our followers need more, they demand more than just a pay packet to be committed and to be engaged. And the leaders that understand this, the leaders that connect with this first, are the ones that are going to thrive in this new uncertain world that we now live in. This book, The Enlightened Leader, gives you the insight into what followers actually look for and how you as a leader can become your very best self to deliver on that new expectation. So, The Enlightened Leader, New Leadership for an Uncertain World. It's available direct from Amazon right now. The link's below. Go get it and then buy Gareth Southgate's book.